when you're not necessarily aware of like that I'm watching you, you have like this way of walking that is just so like, I'm here.
Bro, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I'm dead ass. And she talks about the way this white boy.
What do I do that turns you on that I am not aware of?
What is this corny thing you make me want to watch?
Oh, the f up! You gonna live through this one? This mother, he did not. Service head, you got me f***ed up. We gonna watch this.
It's like I'm walking in on two people naked with each other.
Yeah,
I don't like that. It feels like I'm skin deep.
Describe the moment you knew I loved you.
I never knew you like loved me until I said it to you, and you were like, "Oh, what take you so long?" Like, after a week.
A week of like being official.
A week of being official, and you're like, "No, not even official."
We weren't even official.
No,
Wait,
we'd been on the date. We'd been on the date.
We've been on the date. We were official because it was your birthday.
Anyway, the moment I knew you loved me.
Oh man. Oh, revenge. Now you got that on your phone.
When do you feel people judge us, and why do you think they do?
I feel like I was looking for moments like this a lot more in the beginning of us.
Right.
I was heavily aware of the fact that you're a white man, I'm a black woman.
Wait. What?
I know, right? And I would be like walking around on or like around, and every now and then, it wasn't every now and then, it was a lot actually. I would like catch people like looking at me, and sometimes it was just like, maybe just like they just happened to be looking that direction, but a lot of the times too, it was like a, ooh. And there's like a question in their eyes, and I'm always wondering like what is the question? Like, do they think that I hate myself? Do they think that like I don't like that I? Oh, jeez.
So you're thinking maybe mainly black people then? If you're saying like, do you hate yourself?
I mean, I would. Well,
Is that
when I
people
got
you
looks
notice?
from other black people,
Right.
that's what I would wonder if that's what they were thinking of me. Like, does she not love herself? Does she not love like our people?
Right. Like whenever people would stare, and like even when we went to breakfast on Saturday, it was the same thing.
Yeah, that was awkward.
All over the place.
Oh, jeez.
Climbed out the woodwork just to come and stare. But they always stare at you.
Do you ever get looks whenever you go out with white people?
I don't go out with white girls. I mean, not in public. Is there anything you want the viewers to understand maybe about your experience? Because you're in a relationship with a white woman, so
Yeah.
tell us, what are your thoughts?
It was harder before when we started. She would get comments. I remember one day she was working at a store, hardware store. She works there. She's at the cashier, and I'm there waiting for her to finish her shift. So I'm in front of the cashier, and there's a lady that comes to her till, and she's like, "Yeah, there's a very suspicious man in front." Oh no, that's okay. No, he's not. He's been there for a while. And I don't know, it's okay. That's my boyfriend. And the lady said, "Oh, really? I didn't think you were like that." And she paid.
You know, you just assumed it was ism, but maybe she thought your girl was a lesbian.
No. You know when you talk about dog whistling, and you just know? She knew.
I'm just saying, you know, where she could have think it was an insult, maybe it was a real nice compliment. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Just maybe. You know what I mean?
You just being that
You know
dumb
what I'm saying?
bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
No, there's that. We're getting looks. I get comments a lot when we go like to New York and stuff like that. Man, you know how the States, they ruthless. So
What happened in New York? Tell us.
walking down the street, I see the looks. Black women don't like it at all. At all. I hear things. Even sometimes I hear them.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh,
Do you think that you're projecting some of those negative ideas because the fact that you have heard some negative comments, so you assume that most people who are staring for negative reasons? Reason being, when I'm walking through this street, I stare at people all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people could see that as me trying to,
Yeah.
or see that as me being like, what's up, being confrontational.
Yeah.
So my question is some of it self-imposed?
I wouldn't be like, oh yes, because I'm with a white chick that I get those comments. If I didn't get the comments, that goes with the look. Like I see the look, and then when they pass us, I hear them talk. It's like I'm right here. I can hear you. So it's not so much the fact that I'm like, oh yeah, they're looking at me because of that, and I automatically assume. Some of the looks that we receive, I don't know. Maybe they're just looking at me. Maybe I look like someone that, you know, I remind them of their baby dad or something like that, or their cousin that did something. I don't know. Maybe I remind them of something. But I am basing myself off the looks I get and then the comments that I hear afterwards.
Fair.
I hear them. And sometimes they be, because I'm talking with my girl in French, they assume
Right.
I don't understand English because we be talking in Quebecois, so they think we're foreign.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so then my second question to you, earlier you said it got easier with time. Is it easier because you're more comfortable in your relationship and much more secure? Or is it easier because the world has become more accepting of interracial?
It became easier because I don't give a. It's a lot of. It's not just one answer, but like
What about your girl? Because you're still empathetic. Do you care if she's bothered by the comments? Probably.
I was more bothered by the comments than she was.
Okay.
I would understand more the comments than she was.
Okay.
You know.
Interesting.
So
That's interesting.
I'm the one that actually was hurt more than her.
Normally it's the opposite. Normally it's the white girl who wants to be accepted by the community so much that she gets hurt when it feels like they're not being.
No, she's like, I'm never gonna be accepted. She's like, I'm not gonna bother about people that are not part of my, like,
Okay.
if my family accept her, then she's cool.
Yeah.
She's not trying to emulate the community or try to be like, I'm part of the community. I'm gonna be, no, I'm me. I'm doing me. If the family accepts me, that's that. She understands what challenges that we have. We talk a lot about that. We talk about how we're gonna raise our kids, like the thing, and I talk about her, about the talk. Like a lot of times I get pulled over by the cops. She was there with me. You know what I mean? So me telling her all of that, she's like, yeah, I know. I was there. They're talking to me like I'm hostage or something like that. So all that she understands, but she's not trying to please to like bend herself backward just to please and to be like, she's not gonna bother about someone that she doesn't even know. Whereas me, because I'm closer to that community, because I represent, I'm more affected than she is.
What's led to you not caring about those comments?
Man, at some point, you can't stress over some things you can't change. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta choose my battles, and not every reaction needs an action.
Not every action needs a reaction.
How many ringers do you have on your fangs? Hey, shut the up. Anyways, all that to say, touche. All that to say,
You can't touche yourself.
I touche myself. Watch, I'm touching myself right now. Kobe, all that to say, there's a lot of different answers. It's not so much that it got easier. There's a little bit of that because
Yeah.
people getting more accepting. But there's also the fact that there's always going to be a comment that's going to happen in the community
Yeah. Okay.
because they know there's no pictures of my girls out there, and then people are like, you look like a type to it.
But again, they're doing the same thing where they're projecting their insecurities. They've seen a lot of black men say, "Oh, I wouldn't date a." So because of that fact, they assume the negative of all black dudes,
Yeah.
and they start projecting that
Absolutely,
idea.
they assume that I wouldn't date a black woman.
Right.
That's
I've had
not
that comment a few times.
Yeah,
I've had
of
that.
course.
It makes me laugh because I'm like, it's completely opposite.
And it's not even that. It's like, I don't date white women. The woman I'm with happens to be white. That's just different. I didn't choose her because of her skin color. That's not that. Nope. Ooh, that's not what happened. But people assume that. They assume that that's what it is. You know what I mean?
They assume that it plays a big part in every relationship.
Yeah, and it doesn't really, to be honest with you.
No.
It's not how I choose it.
Who gets judged more, you or them?
I get more comments than she does
Okay. Why?
because I'm more out there. So I would only base it on the fact that I'm more out there than she is.
Okay.
I'm in the public eye.
Is it mostly men or women who make comments?
Women.
Women. Interesting.
Men don't care. Women, and I understand why. When they see a black man going out with a white woman, they take it personal because it has been. at some point. And we can't deny the fact that. That was one of the reasons why I don't even like
Get mad?
get mad. And I just keep it moving, you know what I mean? Because I understand where the hurt is from. I'm not like that. They don't know me. They assume it's really because they're hurt. So I get it. Because I've heard black men say, I'm never gonna date. I've also heard that from them.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, dude, you're the reason they shitting on me. And I'm not you. You know what I mean? So I've heard that and I understand. And that's why I don't get mad. If they're ready to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. But if it's the proper time, of course. But I'm not even gonna argue. I'm like, hey, think what you think. It's not what it is, but it's okay. And I just keep it moving and I go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's pretty much it.
I think the main thing is like date whoever you want to date. Just you don't have to speak badly about any group of people, whether it's white women or black women. You don't have to speak badly about them when you date them. I think that's the main thing. As for me, my only advice is
Hide when you go out with a white woman.
pretty much. You want to avoid all that stuff? Take the white lady into the shadows. You know what I love? I love the black dudes who go to black events with a white girl and they be mad bold about it too. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Legs open, leaning back, hand on her lap to let everybody know. And they be like,
What you gonna do?
I'm just like, you doing the most.
There's some people that do the most. But it's okay.
That's interesting.
What?
I had this epiphany because we went to an all-black event, which was the Gallatin ST.
Yeah.
And I had this epiphany, and I was like, would I feel comfortable going to this event with a white lady? And just the fact that I asked myself that question, I began thinking like, there's something there.
I would. Because that's my life.
Yeah.
It would be whack not to feel comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I get it. Like, all the insults that I've received, you know, I'm good.
Life must be good on the traitor side. Okay, Judas. Hopefully your Last Supper's coming soon.
That's a good one.
But anyways, we'll stop the video here. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think
Maybe
about
your Last Supper is coming soon.
niggas on a roll?
This Quran nigga went biblical on me.
Oh, y'all know. About to pull the Torah on these niggas.
Ooh.
Start knocking on doors.
Knock, knock.
Jehovah's Witness.
Who's
I'm
there?
about to witness this truth.
The good news.
Scientology.
Bang, bang.
Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Okay, we bringing down all that rainfall.
Crazy cat.
Mission Impossible.
Boom.